Welcome back to Unstable. It's been a minute, and we got a fun show planned. There's been obviously a lot of action going on in this official, unofficial start of free agency. But yeah, it's good to be back. We took a little hiatus, but yeah, we're about to start the new league year. We're excited. Um, how you doing, Justin?
Man, been tracking this unofficial free agency for the past 24 hours, and it's been pretty fun, like you said. You know, some interesting signings, some maybe potential signings. We'll see. I guess you'll have to find out and listen and stay tuned.
Yeah. Just doing a little housekeeping. We are up to 93 subscribers, so thank you for that. We are pushing to get it to 100. We are doing the jersey giveaway. You have to like and be subscribed in order to win that. Make sure you do that. Share it. So maybe your buddy can get on it. As always, head on over to the AFC South Show, the flagship of End Zone Empires, man. We got to change some of our logos. We got some updating to do, but hey, at least we're here. We also got Third and Teal, of course, for Jacksonville. We got Titans. What was that? Table for Two.
Yeah.
Why always space on that? That Field Texas Team podcast. So make sure you check out all that, like, share, subscribe to it. And even if you don't like those teams, go on there and talk some shit. So obviously the Colts have been, relatively busy, which, they're usually pretty quiet anytime in free agency. So they've been pretty
historically speaking, that's a very accurate statement.
Yeah, it's been active. I do want to go back to this last episode we had of this AFC South show. Almost everything that I said has already happened that I had predicted was going to happen. I felt that Jones was going to get the tag. Obviously, they hit him with that transitional. We'll talk about him in a little bit. I predicted that Pittman would not be on this team. I really didn't know if they'd find a trade suitor, but they were going to clear $24 million in cap by him not being on the Colts. So I felt he was going to go, and obviously because of that, they were going to retain Alec Pierce. So all that happened. You can't call me a psychic, but hey, I would have won you some money if you had bet on it in Vegas. Just saying. The only thing that we'll just get into speculations. I did say that the Colts should and will make a huge push for Hutchinson. I did it again. Hendrickson. I did it again. No. I think that marriage makes too much sense.
Yeah.
For the Colts not to do anything on it.
Just having the relationship with Lou Anarumo. You're right. It just makes too much sense. So,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe there might be some more talk with Hutchinson with this weird Max Crosby thing. I don't know if any of y'all have heard about that. Is Max Crosby gets traded to the Ravens from the Raiders, and then I see that he failed his physical, so now the Ravens are backing out of the trade. But yet the Raiders already talked about signed a bunch of defensive players for good money. So it's like, dude, what are you doing? And
what are y'all doing?
Are the Ravens now maybe going after Trey Hendrickson? Or is he going to come over to his boy Lou Anarumo?
And I'm even hearing there's rumors that Hendrickson could stay in Cincinnati. I wouldn't, but
he didn't seem very happy. I don't know if I believe those rumors. He was like very outspoken about not wanting to play there.
He's got nothing keeping him in Cincinnati. But there's some intriguing options. And this is all again speculation. I think the Chargers were one of the top, 3-5 contenders to get Hendrickson. Bosa and Hendrickson, that'd be a lot of fun to watch. They still can't. They don't have an offensive line for shit, but it would be fun to watch them on defense. I'm even here going like, man, what if? And they won't. But what if Cleveland were able to get Hendrickson? Holy shit! It's not going to happen. It might, but probably not. I would love to see Hendrickson, obviously in Indianapolis, and pair him up with Latu. I think that'd be a great combination. Latu can move all over the line. I think he'd create a lot more space for Hendrickson and vice versa. You double one, the other one's free. So I think that marriage just makes a lot of sense. I know they'd have a lot of work to do cap-wise to make it happen, but
I think they can make it happen.
It's a myth. There's wiggle room.
Yeah, the cap is not a real thing. They've exposed that too many times. The cap can be manipulated.
There was Dallas had Hendrickson. I don't know if he was in Dallas or at least on the phone. You're $15 million over. How are you even? He wants like $30 million. How are you? The cap's a myth.
Yeah.
How are you going to make this work?
Makes no sense at all.
But I mean, and then you look at the Max Crosby. I would not mind having Max Crosby here either, of course. If I'm him, I don't want to play with the Raiders anymore.
No.
I mean, you just try to ship me off to the Ravens. I don't want to play with you. You've already got my replacement. You can't sign until tomorrow, but
yeah,
you've already got my replacements. You've already spent all this money. I mean, are they going to have to release him?
That's where this like, unofficial free agency, this legal tampering stuff can kind of bite you in the butt, man. Because now you look like a dodo bird because you literally just said, all right, you're out of here. And then now it's like, oh, wait, you got to come back. And now it's just a weird relationship until you figure out how to part ways.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Awkward.
But I still see the Colts still have space and they still have room that they could do things. I want to see Hendrickson here. I really do.
Oh yeah, I don't even care if he's 31 now. I don't care.
No,
like he's just a good ball player, man.
I
want good ball players with a horseshoe on their helmet.
Mm-hmm. But just kind of looking ahead, I know that the Kwity Paye, I had him written off. I didn't think he'd be back. Not surprised to see him go. He might just need a friend. I mean, he wasn't bad with Indianapolis. He just wasn't worth what the Colts spent on him in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, good for Kwity. He got paid. He got paid in free agency, so good for him, man.
Yeah.
I hope that he can go and find his production that he wasn't able to get here just because, like, maybe this wasn't a good fit for him, So, no, I had no hard feelings with Kwity Paye, man.
No. Braden Smith, I mean, in and out, I feel like he had a lot of injury. When he's on the field, he is a great lineman. I mean, if he can play a whole season, I think the Texans got a good deal on that one. I wouldn't hold your breath that he'll play the whole season. But
I'm going to miss Braden Smith.
I'm going to miss him. He was when he was on the field.
Yep. That's the thing, when he's on the field, just like you said. Yep.
Yeah. So that I think that'll hurt a little bit. And I was already kind of weary of our right side of that offensive line. I think the left side is fine. Center, we got Bordolini, we got Ryman. I think that part of the line is fine, but because of injuries and that turnstile at right guard, right tackle, it kind of has me.
Yeah.
They got to do something. Maybe the draft, they can hit a couple of gems in that.
It's going to have to start in the second round.
So, and again, the Colts did trade Pittman. He did go to the Steelers and restructure.
Yeah.
Colts basically got peanuts for him. They shipped off a 7th, and they shipped Pittman and a 7th for a 6th-round pick, which is basically just boils down to it was a salary dump.
Yeah, that's horrible. You could have got a little more.
His production was never there. I mean, if you actually look at his numbers, like his most productive year was, I think he was a little over 1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like it wasn't that great. Like,
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I liked Michael Pittman. Like I thought Michael Pittman was a good receiver. Now, not everybody's gonna fit long term, and I mean, look, it sucks that we lost Pittman. We couldn't figure out a way to make it work, but I think this is still good news for us though, because looking at our receiving core, like I still like it.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I'm not crazy about losing Pittman, but maybe he can go and he can ball out and be the stud that I think he is.
With Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to hope for the best for Michael Pittman just because I like the guy. I think he's just a down-to-earth dude. Everything. Like, I mean, the dude, like, he plays professional football, makes millions, and then goes home and works on his farm. Like, they're just down-to-earth, man.
Yeah.
So I hope he does
a good
well.
Dude.
But
he was a good locker room guy. I mean, he he was a dog. I mean, I remember that one catch. He had 3 or 4 dudes in his face, helmets getting ripped off. He still came down with the ball. Like, he made some plays. Like, and I'm not saying he's a bad receiver by any means. He had, like 14 quarterbacks over his tenure in Indianapolis. Like, it's really hard to be consistent with that. But, I think Pierce, his first couple of years, he was kind of a one-trick pony. Like, short, underneath. He didn't get a lot of separation. Whatever. Last year, I'm not talking about 2025 earlier, 2024, he started to show that he could do a little more than just be, fuck it, Pierce is down there somewhere. And then last year he really came into it. Like, he was getting separation underneath. He was still the deep threat guy that he'd always been. But just, again, you had Daniel Jones, who was, he spread the ball around really well. There wasn't a lot of targets there.
Right.
But he did the most with his opportunities. And then you had Riley. And then you had Phillip Rivers, who couldn't throw it more than 10 yards. So it was like, again, it was just that turnstile. But I think, I said it when Pierce was drafted, that he's got all the potential to be a number 1 in this league. He's got the speed. He's got the size. Now he's got to prove it. You're getting paid like a 1. You're the 1 on the Colts now. It's time to show out, dude.
Yeah, I mean, especially when $114 million. It's a lot of money, dude.
I think we're at 28, 29 million a year.
So
I think it was 60 million guaranteed, if I'm not mistaken.
They really believe in Alec Pierce.
Yeah.
So,
and everybody's saying, okay, now the Colts have to use draft capital to get another wide receiver. I don't think so. I really don't. Like, so you got Pierce as your 1. Obviously, you got Downs in the slot. You got Tyler Warren. And everybody is sleeping, and I keep talking about him. He sticks around. He's a gadget guy. He plays different phases of the game. Doolin. Every time they called this dude's number, he's produced.
Yep.
He's a little bit shorter than Alec Pierce and ran almost the same 40. People forget that Doolin's got wheels. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's a bona fide 2, but give the man a chance, and I think he'll produce for you.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But, yeah, Pierce was that big signing. They also signed at linebacker because Zaire Franklin is no longer here, which we'll talk about that too. But they signed Arden Key, which wasn't a big, one of the big, sexy, whatever. It was a 2-year, I think, $20 million. I think he was good in Tennessee. And I think he fits this system better than Zaire did. That's my honest opinion of him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he's spent the last 4 years in the AFC South, so he's familiar with these teams. As for scouting us from playing on the Jaguars and the Titans, he's familiar with our team as well. Maybe not the Lou Anarumo team, but dude, I'm with you. Like, how does adding a veteran that hasn't been bad? I mean, he's played just about the whole season. Now, last year, okay, he missed a few games, but so he's stayed healthy throughout his career, which is a good sign. Okay, he's pretty decent in tackles. I mean, I don't. This isn't a bad thing, so I'm pretty happy with this. I don't know much about the guy, but I know our boys at Titans Table for Two can enlighten us a little bit on Arden Key.
Yeah. And I think Zaire Franklin he racked up, I think it was, I hate to say this, kind of whisper it, a stat pattern. I'm just throwing it out there. He missed a lot of tackles. He had a lot of tackles, but he missed a lot of tackles, and he was not good in coverage. He just wasn't. And Lou Anarumo, defense kind of requires linebackers to cover.
Yeah, you're going to need to be especially at the outside linebacker position, you're going to have to be more athletic as an outside linebacker. Not just like, I can just go knock somebody's head off. Like, no, that's not what Lou Anarumo requires in his defense. So, I mean, at 6'5", 240, I mean, I don't know what he weighs now, but that's his last measurable, 6'5", 240. I mean, not bad. And the kid's only 29, not even 30 years old yet. So, I mean, that's a good sign. If he comes in, balls out, you still got a younger linebacker. So I'm curious to see how this goes, man.
Yep. The big one, I hope that they keep. I think the Colts outside of what was his name, Bynum, Ward, and Sauce. I think they need to keep Cross around, man. I was a little mad at him, but I don't think they're going to. But it would be nice.
Yeah, Nick Cross did. He surprisingly, quietly performed very well this season.
Yeah, he had a really good year. And the talented safety is hard to come by, and he's going to have people. He's going to have teams wanting him. I don't think he's going to stay. It'd be nice if they did, but I just don't see it happening.
Well, it sounded like before, like Hunter Wohler, the kid that we drafted last year out of Wisconsin, before he got hurt in training camp, it sounded like he was going to be kind of integrated into that defense because he plays that kind of hybrid safety linebacker position that Lou Anarumo likes. And if any of you have, remember us talking about that around draft time, things like that, preseason, you'll know what I'm talking about, where the coach is just raving about this guy. So he'll be coming back from injury, which is a very good sign for us, as well as one of my favorites from last year, Justin Wally.
Well, I knew you were going to get to it.
Of course, brother. I love me some Justin Wally. His name's Justin.
Yeah.
How can you not like him?
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right, man. I mean, we're also like if Nick Cross does go, we lost Zaire Frank. People are forgetting that we did have a couple of really good draft picks there.
Yeah.
That just didn't make it out of camp, unfortunately, with injuries.
We had so many injuries last year on defense. It was ridiculous.
It was bad. Having said that, I mean, I don't want to go too far ahead because we still have one more elephant in the room to talk about. But this draft, I think, really needs to be, again, DB heavy. I think Javarius Ward has said he's coming back. That makes me very nervous. Not just whatever, it's just from an overall health standpoint. Like, this dude had a concussion, and these things stack. Like, this is not like, you get a cut, it heals. That's not how the brain works. These things can stack up on each other. And he had one, had another one, missed 4 games, and then had a third, and then missed the rest of the year. Like, that's scary shit. So he says he's coming back. He wants to play, which is a good sign because I kind of started speculating that maybe his just head and heart wasn't in it. Like, he had a bunch of, bad stuff outside of football happen to him. And it just didn't seem like his heart was in the game. So the fact that he's coming back after last year, I think it might be a good sign. Just hopefully, no more concussions, obviously. He's turning into the Tua of defense, man. And
oh God,
it's scary to see, man.
Just Play-Doh brain.
Yeah. So, and then Sauce. I hope they gave up a lot of capital for him. He needs to have a healthy year. But just with those question marks, they're really thin at DB behind them.
Yeah,
that makes me nervous. So I think this draft needs to be really heavy secondary, maybe add a tackle or a guard.
I mean, because after last year's injury-riddled season, it goes to show, like, you can't be too deep at the defensive back position.
No.
Especially with good depth, not just let's just throw somebody out there depth.
Let's throw Darrell Baker. He got released again. I can't remember where he was in Tennessee. Was he in Tennessee? Darrell Baker? I think he was in the AFC South somewhere, but I don't know why. But
he's not one of those players that I'm going to keep track of.
No, I read somewhere that he had gotten.
Yeah, and we don't have a production team behind us like looking this stuff up before the shows either. So I'm not going to waste our audience's time looking.
I don't have a person behind me handing me fact papers.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, we're not those shows. We're just two guys here having a good time.
This is going to take a while. A lot to unpack with this. So I did mention transition tag was used for the first time since I can't remember, like 2006 or some shit. Daniel Jones. So we talked about him probably getting a deal. What we were saying, like 30s or low 30s, high 20s, somewhere in that
something like
ballpark.
that. Yeah.
And the transition tag is $37 million. Obviously, it allows him to negotiate with other teams. The Colts can match if they want.
Ain't nobody paying.
But the Colts did offer
million.
Yeah, but the Colts did make him an offer that was reported in the Sam Darnold ball field, close to 40. I think it was like 3-year, $100 million, something like that, wasn't it?
I didn't hear a number that big.
I thought it was. Yeah, it was like 3-year, $100 million. 100
for a quarterback coming back on from an Achilles injury.
It was like they
That's
were close.
ballsy.
Like they offered, and this motherfucker actually said he wants 3 years, $50 million a year. Now I don't know if you have anything pulled up of who the current quarterbacks are that are making $50 million a year, but they include Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, MVP quarterbacks that have actually played full seasons.
Yeah, at high levels, multiple years. Yeah,
not 8 games against shitty opponents.
Yeah.
Where do you get off asking for $50 million a year, dude? You wanted a 3-year, $150 million deal? You can kick rocks. I'm trying to say it as nicely as possible.
Reject a 3-year, $100 million deal. That's insane.
I'm countering with now a bag of peanuts.
Look at that money. I'm sorry, dude. I thought Daniel Jones did good for us. He's not $50 million a year. That guy's insane.
No.
You just had a fresh Achilles injury. You might not be ready week 1.
You were mad in that game, not only because you tore your Achilles, but because all that money that you were about to make just flew out the fucking window because of your injury.
Oh, and him and his agent were sitting there like, yeah, boy.
And then, oh, shit. I mean, I want $50 million. I also know I can't play at a Josh Allen level in the NFL. Like, I have, like, you have to be more self-aware.
Neither can Daniel Jones.
Exactly. You have to be a little more aware. We're talking, there's those shows that, like, you to grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Like, this motherfucker is sitting here saying, I am a 14 out of 10. Like, you're a 5, bro. Let's
you had
to judge ourselves.
Now it's different if Sam Darnold is coming out and winning a Super Bowl after being resurrected. That's different. You weren't going, like, I get it. Look, the Daniel Jones injury kind of hurt, but we were already starting to like fade,
kind of taper off.
Right, when he got hurt. So it's like, okay, it wasn't like like $50 million a year. That's like you are the offense. You are the game changer on the team. No, you were not the game changer, man. Like, we like you, Daniel Jones. We don't like you $50 million a year. We don't like you that much.
Well, we'd rather pull the tag and bring in Kyler Murray on like $1 million. That's more of what you're leaning to do if you're trying to charge us $50 million.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because already hard on that one.
At $37.8 million a year with the tag, that's over 12%. That's over 12% of the tag, though. Now you had $50 million. Come on, man. Now you're hurting the team.
Like, $38 million is still like
yeah. I think this is the most he'll make with the tag. Like they're doing you a favor, bro. So let's calm down a little bit. Because look, I'm just gonna put this out there. No NFL team is gonna give him what he wants. There's not one team out there that's gonna pay him $50 million a year. Ain't happening.
We're talking about Minnesota. Like, they have nobody. We're talking the Jets, who just got Geno Smith back in the building. Like, all these teams are dying for a quarterback. And they're like,
no, we're good.
Not for 50.
Yeah. Because keep in mind, they can offer him. We'll give you $38 million. But they're not going to, because they already know that the transition tag is already like higher than peak value for Daniel Jones. Yeah. Like, we're doing it just out of necessity. Yeah. Because, like, okay, he already proved he can work in our system, but, like, bro, you're not Josh Allen or Joe Burrow. Chill out, man.
And honestly, if that price tag comes to it, I'd rather just roll out Riley. Like honestly, bring old man Rivers back in. Bring in one of these backups. Hold on. To back up and mentor.
Okay, all right. I was scared about where you're going with this.
No. To back up this man and mentor him. Because I think when Phillip Rivers played he was on the sidelines in that last game against the Texans, like you could tell he was a part of the mix. He had the year of peace in, and
that coach in him was coming out.
Riley had a good game.
Yeah,
and it's like, so I think like with the right mentorship and everything, if Daniel Jones, I'm 50 or nothing, fuck him. Bring in one of these veteran backs. Let Riley go. We know he's got an arm. We know he can throw it downfield to Pierce. Yeah, there's going to be some erratic whatever, but I don't want to pay $50 million. I'd rather roll with Leonard.
100%.
That's crazy, dude. Like,
because at that point, it hurts the team more than it helps the team having Daniel Jones. Because that's money you could spend at other positions.
And that's my whole thing. Like, I hate Tom Brady. We all hate him. I hate him. But that's one thing that he did. He said, and if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, millions of dollar contracts, $60, $80 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
I can drop that down a little bit so you can sign in a lot of players and we can win some championships.
Yep.
Like, honestly, what's the real difference between $40 million and like $38 million? Like, honestly, when you're making that kind of money.
Brady knew that he was good enough on offense that he could keep that offense going. He said, okay, restructure me, give me more signing bonus. That way you can go get defensive players and build a great defense. I got the offense. Go build a good defense. Like Daniel Jones, like I get it. This is probably the only payday that you're going to get your whole career. Let's just be real about that. This 37, almost 38 million that you're about to get on this transition tag, it's probably the most per year you're going to get your whole career. I would probably put money and say that's the most per year you're ever going to get. To ask for 50 million, now you're showing other clubs like, oh, you think you're that good? Okay, I'm out. Because that means you're going to be difficult to work with, and your agent is encouraging it. Your agent's supposed to be the one speaking the truth to you.
It's only his agent asking for this. Daniel Jones should find a new agent.
Get a new agent because he's going to ruin your career.
Who's gassing this chick up to think that you're $50 million? You are like the fourth best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, you're not, bro.
No. No. You were playing in a system that benefited you. You were playing with one of the best backs in the league. You had a lot of weapons. Jonathan, I'm just saying, like, yeah, you played well. I'm not going to deny it. His 8 games, he did do well. Yeah. But you played 8 games.
Yeah.
Coming back from an Achilles.
Yeah, you had whispers of like, oh, maybe comeback player of the year, or like I've heard some people talk about MVP. Like, no. But you only played 8 games. It's hard to win MVP or get an MVP vote when you win 8 games. Look, I get it. None of us can predict injury. I get it. Mm-hmm. But you weren't dominating these games. You weren't taking over these games and saying, okay, my defense is not doing great. I got this. You weren't doing that. So stop asking for $50 million a year.
Jonathan Taylor was taking over those games.
Yeah. If Jonathan Taylor wants to ask for top RB money, I'm okay. Yeah. Give it to him because he proved it.
Well, I mean, yeah, if we're talking about Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Yeah. old tap out.
Old tappy. Speaking of, I mean, I don't know what, like, they're talking about trading him, and he's been granted permission to seek a trade. I haven't heard anything. Like, I'm predicting he'll probably go back up in, like, Baltimore or Buffalo.
Baltimore just brought back in Tyler Huntley, so I doubt they go after him.
Yeah, it's true. That I was thinking that he would go to one of these teams that have, like, I don't want to say his skill set, but
just say a running quarterback. That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, the Bills brought in Kyle Allen, so they don't need a backup quarterback. I don't know if Anthony Richardson's going to go anywhere and be a backup quarterback. He might be a third string, dude.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to.
Like, I don't think they're going to carry that anymore.
I mean, what do you give up to get Anthony Richardson? Like, what do you, if you're Chris Ballard, what do you think is acceptable compensation for a former first round pick?
The league is what have you done for me recently? And
True.
the
He done
draft
jack
wasn't recent.
squat recently.
You haven't done shit. You haven't done anything. Like your value is at the lowest if you smacked yourself in the face with a rubber band. And I know that's a little dramatic. Like it was one of those workout bands you can't get. Like it busted in his face. Like
dude, it fractured. Yeah, when it fractures a part of your skull.
Like,
come on, man.
Like that's a horrible accident. I'm not trying to make light of it, but like that's just been his luck. That's how his entire career in the NFL has gone. It seems like he's finally getting some kind of momentum, and then boom, head injury, boom, shoulder injury. Like it sucks.
Yeah, in pregame warmups, and that was the weirdest.
Talked about it already.
That was the weirdest thing. Like, hey, he fractures orbital bone or whatever in pregame warmups. What?
How do you say that? Show me in the history of the NFL has anyone ever fractured or orbital bone?
He's the only professional football player that I know that needs to go to bed wearing his football helmet.
Yeah. Like, he needs to sleep in a padded room and whatever, like wear floaties to eat soup. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
You remember that old movie Bubble Boy with Jake Gyllenhaal from way back? You're like, put him in a bubble.
This is crazy. But it's hard to tell what's going to happen with this man. Yeah, we already talked about Ward's concussion.
Because the Vikings, you got to think like, so as far as like teams that could go after Anthony Richardson, right? The Vikings, we talked about them. They need quarterback help bad, right? It's bad. The Steelers, maybe to learn from Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns.
He's a Pittsburgh fan, and I said, hey, it's like, hey, y'all can have, Anthony Richardson for, I don't know, a sixth. And he looked at me like, I don't want him. Like, just throwing it out there, man.
A six is good. I would take a player like Anthony Richardson for a six.
And that's okay. I'm going to get back to it. I think Ballard, he's definitely had his flaws. I've complimented his ability to find gems late in the draft. But the one thing I do admire about Ballard is he doesn't really hang on to a mistake. There was a couple of players in the draft didn't pan out. They weren't on the team.
Yeah.
They're like, I like that he doesn't hang on to a mistake. Like they didn't keep dragging out this Anthony Richardson thing as starter. Like it just wasn't working. And I think there's been quite a, like even Kwity Paye, like, yeah, he drafted this guy and, he had high hopes for him. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
It's just, he never got to the point where they expected him to get to.
Yeah.
I like that he doesn't hang on. And then you have, the Browns who still want to hang on to someone like Deshaun Watson. I don't understand it. I can't get it. Like, why is he still in the fucking building?
Because that money, bro. They paid him stupid money. But, I mean, we're only gonna if we trade Richardson, we'll save about $5 million, so that ain't bad. But I don't know who the hell
he won't be a Colt this year.
I'll give him to anybody at this point.
Yeah, I don't know where he'd go, where he'd fit. I don't know.
That's $5 million we could spend on a cheap defensive back to just have on the roster somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And just another one I wanted to talk about. I completely missed where this guy was going to end up. I know he wasn't going to come here, but I never thought Mike Evans would be leaving Tampa. Like I thought he was going to be he was like the Larry Fitzgerald for Tampa.
Mm-hmm. And he's heading out to Santa Clara, out to that old electrical grid to go catch cancer.
Yeah. I thought Mike Evans would retire. I mean, he's probably still going to retire a Buccaneer, but I never thought he'd leave. He was, the definition of consistency with 9 or 10 years straight of 1,000 yards, and just seeing him go to. I mean, I don't hate San Francisco. I like what Brock Purdy's doing. I like what they're doing on the 49ers. I'm a 49ers fan, but I don't hate him.
Yeah,
him going there is like.
When they offer you 3 years, $60 million, that's pretty good. 20 mil a year to just pretty much chill out in the sun and
Well,
playing
I
with
think-
a good offense still, you know?
And if Mike Evans left, I'm like, Josh Allen doesn't have anybody to throw to outside of a couple of, they're good tight ends. But he doesn't really have anyone to throw to there. Like, or he doesn't know how to throw to him. I don't know. He seems to ignore people all the time. But
Oh, you talking about the Bills?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's because Josh Allen is a very greedy ball player. And for as great of a quarterback, like how he can take over a game, I don't mean great as in like a great pure quarterback, because I don't think he is a great pure quarterback. I just think he is a very athletic and dominant athlete that knows how to win games with his legs, and he throws when he has to. That's the only thing. He throws when he has to. I hate the fact that Josh Allen is such a greedy ball player.
It was so frustrating. Like, he asked Stephon Diggs when he was with Buffalo. I mean, he got his fantasy points and everything, but there were some games that were just like he wouldn't do anything for 3 quarters, and then he'd finally wake up and say, "Oh yeah, I've got this guy that's fast and down the field."
Yeah, probably because Diggs went over there. Hey, dude, I'm out here.
It was frustrating to watch and have them in fantasy football.
Yeah,
but I thought that they would go and get someone proven like Mike Evans. I had him as a landing spot there too, but I don't know. I was reading. I can't remember what all his picks were. And it's just funny. All these talking heads, they talk about free agency predictions. I don't think a single one of his picks went. Like, he had Pierce going to like the Patriots. Like, none of his picks were even in the bottom. This is a guy that gets paid a lot of money to do this shit. None of his free agency predictions happened. And so far, aside from Hendrickson, I was 3 for 3 with the Colts. I'm just saying of just what was going to happen. I don't get anybody to do this.
Can we get Jeff on ESPN? Y'all make this happen.
Anybody do this shit?
Man knows what he's talking about.
Pat McAfee, bring me on.
Yeah, and he don't even have a production team behind him.
I don't have anything. You can go back to this AFC South show. I said all 3 of those things that were going to happen. Everyone was screaming, kicking rocks that, oh, Pierce is going to leave us, or he's going to go to Buffalo or whatever. And I'm like, I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of, and back to the Daniel Jones thing, maybe he was just playing hardball. Maybe he was waiting to see, like, using his contract issue to bring back Alec Pierce. Maybe it was just a little bit of a game just to get kind of force the Colts' hand to bring Alec Pierce back.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. It might have. I mean, he can't seriously be asking for that kind of money and think that he's like, okay, we'll give you 3 years, $50 million a year. He can't honestly think that they were going to do that.
Dude, if Ballard gives him $50 million a year, dude, there's no resurrection with me for Ballard. I'm sorry. There's no way that I can see that Daniel Jones can play at a $50 million a year level.
I can't. Carly has got, like, there's no fucking, because of all the seats in the NFL, Steichen and Ballard's have got to be the hottest.
Oh yeah, like no, they know they should have been fired.
There's no way that she's going to let Ballard sign Daniel Jones to a 3-year, $50 million deal. Like, you would fuck us so bad for years to come. Have you seen the Saints, like, cap purgatory that they've been in because of dumbass contracts?
Yep.
A 3-year, $50 million would put the Colts right there. It would screw us so bad.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
If you want to do a contract that's, this base, this much guaranteed, where you're going to guarantee him that 39 million a year.
Yeah.
I don't like paying him that much. If you want to make it incentive laden to where he can make up to 50 a year.
Yeah.
If he does these things, he plays all the games. Okay, you get a bonus. We make it to the playoffs. Okay, you get a bonus. A lot of teams do that.
Right.
Where he can get up to 50. I'm not so mad about it.
Yeah. So we talked about the quarterbacks and stuff like that make over 50 million. These are the quarterbacks that make over 50 million. And I see one name, but you tell me, which one of these quarterbacks would you rather have Daniel Jones instead of them? Here's the lowest one, 51 million. Jalen Hurts. Daniel Jones or Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl. Let's keep that in mind.
But goddamn, he had one of the best offensive lines and one of the better defenses, man. Like,
And Saquon was nuclear that year. We do have to.
Yeah, and he didn't look good this last year. I'm not saying I'd probably still lean more towards Jalen Hurts, unless if I can get guaranteed that Daniel Jones win the first 8 games, I might take him over Hurts. Mike,
Okay.
I don't want you guys to black, but if I had to look at the whole pick, I'm taking Jalen Hurts.
All right. Next, Lamar Jackson at $52 million. Justin Herbert, $52 million. Brock Purdy, $53 million.
Damn, they're paying him that much.
Oh yeah. Jared Goff, $53 million.
For what?
Tua, $53 million.
That was just stupid.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, I figured that's the one. Trevor Lawrence, $55 million.
God dang, dude.
Jordan
I
Love.
never got that either.
Jordan Love, $55 million. Now Jordan Love don't deserve this money, same way, but he's making it. Josh Allen, 55. Joe Burrow, 55, and then Dak Prescott, 60. Stupid Cowboys. That's why you're cap purgatory, stupid Cowboys.
I'd rather Daniel Jones.
Yeah. If my quarterback ain't got me to the playoffs, why should I give you $60 million a year? Anyways, I digress. So we're looking at
worth $50 million.
We're looking at guaranteed Tua is like the only one of his top 11 or 10 that are making over $50 million that we would rather have Daniel Jones over. So that doesn't make sense, Mr. Daniel Jones.
No. Just based on what you said, I think Sam Darnold money is like right in that ballpark of where he should be. Like, I don't even like that just because you played half a season. Like I was thinking like high 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe right at 30 million. Like the same contract like Alec Pierce got is more of the line of I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Stafford's making $40 million a year, and that dude's won 2 Super Bowls right now, or one. Just the one. That's right, because Goff was at the last Super Bowl. That's right. So yeah, I mean, Matt Stafford's won a Super Bowl, and he's making 40. Sam Darnold just won a Super Bowl, and he's making 33.5.
Yeah.
So you might want to back up, bro, and you might want to say, hey.
Well, to be fair, Sam Darnold came off a really good year in Minnesota, but he hadn't done shit in his career either. Until now.
Same exact trajectory as Daniel Jones.
That Seahawks contract is a fucking steal. Based on what he did, that is a steal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I can't help but laugh at Minnesota. Like, bro, you got rid of him to get JJ McCarthy. We'll give you Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
That'll solve all your problems, guys. Oh shit. Man. Think of anything else. Okay, so the league year does start tomorrow officially.
Yeah.
They can put ink to paper tomorrow. So I do expect there to be more moves. As of right now, Hendrickson is, I think, the number 1 available free agent ranked. He's coming off. I mean, he's a little bit banged up last year, but I don't think it matters. A guy that's produced at his level for as long as he has, he's going to get paid. And I hope that Daniel Jones and his agent come to their senses, sign a more team-friendly deal, like you said, Tom Brady bonuses, whatever, so that they can bring in someone like Hendrickson. So,
yeah,
if he's at $50 million, kick rock, start Riley, and still bring in Hendrickson.
Yeah. Well, we talked earlier in the show about the Zaire Franklin trade to Green Bay. So Colby Wooden, the defensive tackle from Green Bay, young guy. He's only 25 years old, so that's really good to get a little younger. So how does this? How do we feel about if we're bringing in Colby Wooden, like trading Zaire Franklin, who's a big name? Let's just say he's a big name, right? Essentially, straight up, how are we feeling about the future at our defensive line? Now, this is without any, Hendrickson or Crosby or whatever speculation that we can have. What does this mean for – I mean, Buckner's not going anywhere, but what does this mean for Grover? Or is this just a depth move that they are like, hey, what do you think?
I think it was a little bit of a salary cap dump again. I think it cleared up like $5 million getting rid of Zaire.
Mhm.
And I still think when healthy and on the field, Grover and Buckner make up two of the best defensive tackles in the league. I think it's a rotational piece. I think it's a depth move because they are getting older. Buckner did have some, he had some kind of, I don't want to say really scary injuries, but I mean, it was a significant one last year. So I do think it's a good rotational. I think it'll add a little bit of depth, younger, like you said.
And he's still on a rookie deal. Did you know that? Wooden's still on his rookie deal. He's only cost us he's only cost us $1 million this year. That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it as like you get rid of a big name like Franklin, bring in a guy that's not that well known, but it's like again, Franklin's getting older. He didn't really fit the scheme. Again, liability and coverage. You bring in a guy that you can never have enough defensive tackles.
Yeah,
you can never have enough depth on the defensive line. Everybody says it. The greatest coaches will tell you.
Yep.
Games are won in the trenches.
Yep.
Can't have enough of it.
I'm good with it.
I'm fine with it. I understood it. There were a lot of Colts fans are sometimes kind of ignorant and fickle. But it's like, again, they cleared up $5 million in cap. They got rid of a guy that's turning 30. They brought a guy in on a rookie contract who could be a solid, DT backup. So,
well, I didn't like what kind of got me on Zaire. I was kind of out on him was when he was bad talking Pat McAfee and his crew.
Yeah.
When Pat had some criticism about how the organization was being run. It was mostly Chris Ballard making poor choices and things like that, and then Zaire doing his little dumb thing.
Because they finally won a game.
Yeah, because Pat's crew has his own suite, right? One, he's a premium like season ticket holder, has a whole suite, and then you're gonna go over there and like act an ass. Yeah, like Pat's royalty at this point, dude.
Do you know how much attention Pat McAfee brings to the Colts? I mean, have you ever been to Indianapolis? Like, it's not this huge staple. It's not NRG in Houston. It's not, this big, Arrowhead in Kansas City. I've been to Lucas Oil a couple of times. It's a beautiful stadium. I mean, it's whatever, but it's like, you wouldn't think of Indianapolis as being like this big football. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's not a big market.
Yeah.
But Pat McAfee has millions of, he brings so much attention to the Colts. He's your moneymaker.
Right.
Part of it.
And he is loyal
to
the brand.
You want to get rid of Pat McAfee? Are you trying to push him away from the Colts organization?
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's trying to get, because he's got a little podcast too. So like maybe he was trying to get clout by dogging on Pat. But Pat ain't the one, man. Like people listen to Pat. People trust Pat. Like when he was on air on his show saying, hey, this, and this, the people were like, yeah, wait, Pat's right. Hold on. What? So no, you don't go out there and dog Pat, man. Like he's very fair with it when it comes to the Colts, but he's critical whenever they need that criticism. So I'm not gonna miss Zaire, but we'll see tomorrow. I think 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern. It officially opens up, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I do expect the Colts to continue to be busy. I don't think they're going to try and fill out this roster through the draft. This is, like I said, their seats have got to be burning. It's you can argue they shouldn't even be here this year. So there's got to be a fire under their ass. Like I can't imagine, and I've said this for 2 years in a row now. I can't imagine a scenario they miss the playoffs and they're back. I've said it every year. I don't even like. I feel like at this point that I'm just jinxing it. Like I feel like we're gonna probably get another 500 season from Ballard, and they'll be like, well, we were almost there.
Oh, you almost had it.
JZO.
That's fine.
Oh.
I mean, what? Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. The Titans have made some moves, dude. Have you seen what the boys in Tennessee have been doing?
I've lost track, honestly. They made a lot of moves.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about it. The Texans. little trade to get what's his face, Montgomery.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Lions might have kind of gotten away with a little bit there.
Yeah, they kind of fleeced him.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I like Montgomery, but I think he plays a great number 2 role next to one of also the best backs, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
I think he played a good complementary role. I think he poached a lot of touchdowns from Gibbs.
For fantasy, we hated that.
Yeah. I don't like. He's going to be the number 1 in Houston. I don't see him being a bell cow. Like, he's not that every down guy. I don't know, man. I like Woody Marks. I mean, it could be a good 1-2 punch, but I'm not. I like Montgomery, but I just don't. I just didn't think that highly of him. Texans broke up duels.
The exciting whites. So he's talking about Reed Blankenship and what's the other kid? From the Eagles. I can't remember his name, but that's funny. Pretty good. Exciting whites. I think that's a Pat McAfee reference, like what he called them, the exciting whites. That's funny. Cooper DeJean. That's right. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah. Like that's
so mad that Cooper DeJean is in Philly. So mad about that.
That's funny. Exciting whites. That's why you can't be mad at you gotta love Pat McAfee because he says stuff like that because he don't care. It's funny. It's comedy.
I could you imagine if the Colts had wound up grabbing Cooper DeJean and they had Alvin Pierce and Cooper DeJean like
exciting whites. Like if that's not Indiana, if that ain't Indiana, then I don't know what it is. The only thing to make it better is if you got like Cam Scatabo as your running back and you trade away Jonathan Taylor. I think at that point you're pushing Bill Belichick offense at that point. Just none but white dudes out there. Bill was come on. Bill, there was some suspect stuff with Bill. I'm like, come on, man.
Jesus. Oh. But I think what was that game? It was I can't remember. Was it the Texans game where I think Alec Pierce had a touchdown? Warren had a touchdown. I can't remember who they were playing, but it was like 7 white receivers caught a touchdown in that game. Blake was like, what is this? I've never seen this many white people score a touchdown in a year.
I'm sure that was funny.
That was,
sure that was fun.
I know it was Blake from he's a Titans fan. He comes on every so often.
Yeah.
But he comes on every so often. But yeah, that was him in the text, and I was like,
that's funny.
I haven't seen this many whites score touchdown all year. It was just in the Colts game. Like, yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh man, the amazing whites, or the exciting whites. Jesus. That's a great way to end the show.
Thanks a lot, Brandon Hallam. We appreciate that laugh.
For sure, man. Shit. I just got this random. Anyway, so I've got the rodeo tomorrow. Obviously, if y'all around Houston, we do have the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
The greatest rodeo in the whole world.
It is, and we're it's Creed Day tomorrow. I know.
Can you take me higher? I love Creed. I don't care what y'all say.
I don't give a shit what y'all say. But yeah, that'll be a fun night tomorrow. I think it's a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Again, league year officially starting tomorrow around 3 p.m. So there should be another wave of official signings. Kid Hendrickson.
nice sneaky name drop there. Nobody crossed that.
Hendrickson. And it was good to be back on another show. To try to at least do these weekly going forward. I mean, obviously it's new year, so we've got a lot to talk about before the season starts. Once again, hit that like, share, subscribe. We are doing a giveaway when we get to 100 subscribers. You do have to like an episode and be a subscriber to get it. But yeah, we're doing a free jersey giveaway.
Well, we got 42 people watching on X. So make sure you go to the YouTube. You have to subscribe and like and share on YouTube. in order to be entered for that jersey drawing. Okay, so before you head out of here, go to the YouTube link that's at Unstabled1 on YouTube and do that so you can get that free jersey.
Jeez.
Crosby in here? Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
I would take it.
Will they take Latu straight up?
Probably not. Head over to this AFC South show, the flagship channel for us. And I guess you can do the other ones. There's Third and Teal, that real Texas team, Titans Table for Two, if you want. Just go talk shit to them. But please like, share, subscribe here. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes or content. And as always, we appreciate the support. We'll see you next time. Go Colts for the shoe, baby.